Hello, welcome to Spy Money. I'm going to show you a much sought after indicator, Spy Money VWAP. I have many people been asking for this for a long time, and I'm just getting around to making it, and it's actually pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and show you how it works. So the way it is it works off of your standard VWAP, and it changes colors depending on if it's a rising or falling. And it also works off of your standard deviations. And what a lot of people wanted was to have the cloud show up inside this so that they know where they are within the VWAP and the different color ranges and so forth. So you can change the colors and so forth on this, and I'll go ahead and show you how that works. So when you go in here, you can pick the rising VWAP, whatever color you want. I have it on green by default, magenta for falling. You can also pick the opacity of your cloud that you're in, and you can also pick whatever color that you want the clouds to be in. So these are on the top and these are on the bottom. I'm sorry. This is above, bottom, and top and bottom there. And you can pick your standard deviations that you want. You can also pick the periods that you want. Day is what most people use. And you can also pick that if you want it on each tick or on bar close, whichever way you'd like to have it. You can also pick what colors that you want your deviation lines to be. Your VWAP, of course, will be what you chose up here, but you can also choose the line thickness of it. So if you wanted to make your VWAP thicker, click that and it'll make it thicker there. So just to move this out of the way and let you see. So if we change that back to a 2, then it makes it a smaller line. I think a 2 is a good number for that. It works good for me. But you can also change all the colorings of this up here and also your deviation lines. Now, if you don't want to see your deviation lines, because some people don't want to even see them on the chart, you can go in here and you can just choose that you want it to be transparent, and that will make it disappear. You can see it's no longer there. So it's actually working off of this only. So if you don't want all those lines on the chart, you can remove those lines. And to show you another one, if we go in here, go to the second one, and transparent, and see now it's gone up here. So me personally, I don't like to see all the lines. I know where they are, so I don't really need them. But when you're using the VWAP, a lot of people ask, well, how can I use this to trade? How's it going to help me? If you're above the VWAP, what a lot of people will do is they'll know that that is a long position. They'll hop in along there, and they'll set their stop just below the bar that they get in. So in this particular one, just to give you an idea, and it depends on what time frame you're using. I'm on a 40 range right here. But on this one, if you would have got in right there, put your stop down below, you wouldn't have got stopped out. So you could have stayed in this the whole time. But once it, well, I mean, if you just went to here, there's 580. I mean, there's a lot of money right there. But if you would have got in here and just stayed in, as long as this is staying in the upper deviation, then just stay in the trade. And then when it comes down and breaks through, you can get out there. There's 26.90. That is today's trade. That got you in at 7 this morning Eastern time, 7:03, and that would have got you out at 9:45. Now, that doesn't mean you have to wait on that. I mean, if you would have taken the top, which none of us would have got here, there's $4,000 based off of that. But if you just traded it based on that, your cloud, that would actually help you out. Another thing a lot of people will do is they will get in here, and then once it starts going up, you're doing the candle chasing and so forth. In this particular one, your candle, your stop would be right there. And then when it come down and hit that standard deviation again, pops up, you get in right here and you do the same thing. Your stop would have been on this one. If you're chasing candles, it would have been right there. There's 550. This comes down. It doesn't go down into there, but that little pullback, you can always get back in. The best thing to do is just stay in it until you break the deviation. Once you break the deviation, then get out. You would make more money to scalp it up through there and then just get back in on your pullbacks. You could actually do that. If you add that all up, you would actually make more money than if you would have just stayed in. but you're also increasing your commissions as well. I'm more of a scalper, so I'm looking to get in here and just go ahead and stay in, and I chase my candles. And anybody that has been in any of my courses or anything will know what I mean by chasing the candles. So on this particular one, I mean, this would have been a really good move for someone. And then you can also play it coming back down. Once you break through, you can get in here. It's more risky, but you can get in. Once you come down, you make that lower high, you start coming down. Maybe you want to play it back to this deviation, and if you did, once you didn't, you pulled back and you went up and you made that low, you can get in, play it down to right here, and just work your stop a little bit. Maybe get your stop kind of close right in here, and then let it keep on going. You can play the VWAP any way you want. Again, this one right here, if you didn't play that back, once you come here, you can play this all the way back down, and you got your standard deviation right here. So you can play this all the way down to there, and it would have kept on going, but let's just say you played it to there only. There's 1275 just off of that one move. Now, once you have this and it just starts bouncing across it, that's a good indication this is going sideways. Your VWAP is. Your VWAP's going sideways, so you know to best to probably stay out of the trade. Your momentum has gone. When your VWAP is going up, your momentum is going up, and when it's coming down, you know that you're good for short. So the VWAP can really help you out in your trading, and adding the cloud actually helps you give a visual of where you're going to be and to stay in the trade a little bit longer. If you can stay in the trade longer, most often you'll make more money. Not always, but most often you will. And the whole idea is to not spend as much on commissions and so forth. If you look at the market right now, today is Tuesday the 12th, July 12th. This one right here, you could have played the bounce right off of this VWAP all the way through there. So if you would have, when this is going up, of course right here, you would have been stopped out right there. You come down through here, you come up, you know that it's going up because you can see the trend is coming up. So once it breaks out right here, up to the top is $1,000. Comes down, you come up here, you break out again. There's another $800. And of course, you're not going to get the top on this. I mean, you're going to be somewhere along through there. You might have even stopped out here or whichever. But you can make a lot of money off of trading the VWAP if you time it correctly according to the way the VWAP is. Right now, we're coming back down to it. Once we come down, we come up, you hop back in. There's a little bit of money. You probably wouldn't have stopped out there or taken profit. You might have stopped out right here depending on how big of a stop you run. And then right here's another one. So there's a lot of money that you can make playing the VWAP alone. And you can add this with any other indicator that you currently have. We have a lot of SPY Money products on our website. You take a look at them, see what's actually going to work best for you. You may already have, maybe the mover. The mover is a real good one to add with this. And the mover works real well with it. Angular works good with it too as well. Using it with the Angular kind of gives you an overall general direction of your momentum and such. VWAP is a good tool to add to your arsenal. If you have any questions or anything, please let me know. You can always do that on my website. And a lot of people ask, do I answer these emails and so forth? Yes, it is 100% me. So we come up here, come up to contact. When you click on contact, fill this out, and I will be the one to get the message. So whenever I get that, I'll respond back to you and let you know how, answer your questions to be able to help you out. If you have any questions about anything at all, let me know. I look forward to working with you, and you have a great day.